Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Farah. If you're new here, we talk about building business on Amazon on this channel. If you're interested in that, then please make sure you subscribe. So today's episode is very exciting for me. I have been thinking about doing this for a long time and finally it's happening. I am starting a new series on how to launch your first private label brand on Amazon with me. I'm going to take you step by step from start to finish, from scratch, whatever you want to call it. This is a free course on Amazon and this is just the first episode. I really want you to download my notes on the first product that I'm sharing with you in this episode. It's a slightly longer episode of 20 minutes or so, but make sure you download this. Link is in the description below. So I'm very excited to document this for you, for all of those out there who are finding this whole process daunting and difficult, and I've got questions and you would just like somebody to guide you through it. I will be your virtual guide. I have been researching for past few weeks while I've been doing other videos, and I've realized one thing, that even after 10 years of experience and launching multiple products and creating 2 brands, this process can be so overwhelming and make you feel inadequate and unable to make decisions. So let me know in comments below where you're stuck in this process, what stage you're at, and I will try to answer all the questions. So in today's episode, what I want to do is give you a bit of an overview of how I find inspiration for products and how do I go about the whole process. The first thing to realize is that you are going to be in the business of making products. So you need to be on the lookout for new trends, new products when you go out for shopping, when you're out and about, or you're browsing through a magazine, or you're browsing the internet, or you're on social. Because especially online, the algorithms tends to show you more of what you're looking for anyway. You'll be able to spot a lot of new trends in that way. So I would suggest that you get yourself into the habit of always be on the lookout for a new product or an idea, because it helps to then go onto Amazon search bar and just put some phrases in that, okay, I want to buy that sort of product. What do I type in? What are people looking for? And add that to something like Jungle Scout or keywords everywhere. And then you can start to see the search volume for those kind of things. So it gives those kind of ideas some data, so then you can think further about them. So that's what I've been doing for the past few weeks, even since the lockdown has started. Like, the world around us has changed so much. The trends have changed even in some other categories like home furnishings, home decor. I also see trends changing in health and fitness. The search volume has gone really high over the past few weeks. A lot more people are looking for that kind of stuff on Amazon compared to previous year. The demand is high, so there is a chance for newer products to be introduced, new sellers to be able to get into that. So these are the sort of influences that I've taken into account to create a list that I'm going to share with you in a minute. And I will also put a link for a downloadable in the description below, so make sure you download that. Another thing I wanted to say is that there's always space for a newcomer, especially with the help of Amazon PPC. Even if there is something that is very high in demand and very high competition, there's loads of sellers there's always room for a newer brand, a better looking listing, to disrupt that page one for that particular keyword with the help of Amazon PPC. And obviously you have to, if you decide to go for something like that, you have to consider an aggressive PPC campaign cost into the price of your product. That is very important, because if you don't consider that, that can eat into your margin really very quickly. So considering all of this, I thought this would be a really good idea to do a full series of how you create a brand in 2020, especially a private label brand on Amazon from start to finish, and put it out there for you guys. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned as I share my first product in today's video. So here's the list that I was talking about. I have identified 4 niches. These might be separated or together on Amazon in different departments. That is for a later discussion. But as you can see, there's 4 different sectors I've identified. So there's home decor, furnishings, beauty and skincare, and health. And then the last one is fitness. The other thing to highlight here is that I would only source the healthcare and beauty products from the UK because of the health and safety concerns and the EU regulations. I don't want to get all the certifications myself, so I would source from companies who already have that. The rest of the stuff can be sourced from China easily. So let's get started with Amazon. I would just turn on my keywords everywhere toggle because I like to use that for search volume, and it gives me another idea about what sort of the search terms that drop down. But yeah, this is the list I just shared with you, and I'm going to start with the beauty skincare, especially the CBD products. That has been like has really caught my eye, and I was really interested in that. So as you can see, the search volume here, just for that word CBD, is like huge amounts of search volume happening. And then if you go further, you can see the sort of suggestions Amazon is giving. So let's just start with CBD balm. And you can see, let the data load up. Yeah. So you can see like the number one, obviously the first 4 results are sponsored, but you can also notice this is number 1 in massage gels, and it's got the bestseller label. That is by Amazon. So it must be selling quite a bit. But yeah, let's run Jungle Scout on this. Yes, let the data load up, and yeah, there you go. So the brand is 5 Kind Clinic, and the opportunity score is obviously let's not focus on that. But if you see the price points and you see the daily sales volume, there's 375 units going for this product every day, and that's the max. The lowest it's gone to is 150, and you can see with an aggressive PPC campaign, they are able to keep their product on page 1 for that keyword. Let's look at right, I'm just going to sort the data by the highest volume, right. So obviously that's something else as a brace. But yeah, this for that keyword CBD balm, this is ranking quite high. Once the customer lands on this page, you can see that the listing is done really nicely. There's 3 different sizes for this thing, and the images are done really nicely. That's the Helium 10 product score, but I think their campaign is only one of the SKUs. Helium 10 also gives you this historical sort of chart, though. So as you can see, this product was only introduced in March, just at the start of the lockdown in the UK. I think this product has only climbed up in ranks, which I mean, like, the sales rank has only gone up, and I think it's probably with the help of the PPC campaign. Sponsored products related to this item. Let's just go down and see what kind of product description they've done. So obviously they've done like some branded content that you can only do if you register your brand with Amazon, and it's, again, the BSR, the best selling rank, is number 1 for this. But there is a lot of product that you can see related to this, but their listing is clearly doing really well compared to so let's look at more products that are showing up for that keyword. What else was Jungle Scout showing? So there's some Tiger Balm brand, I don't know. Okay, there's another hemp. Hemp is another word for, hemp is the plant, I think, and CBD is like one of the is like is called cannabidiol, I think, and it's short for that. But this is a hemp oil. Let's look at the all-time. Okay, so this product was also introduced in March 2020, so there is no data for this from the year before, and it is bought together with that gel and along with some capsules, which is supplemental. These are just the ads from other brands on this listing page. So your listing has to be really good in order to stop people leaving your listing and going to these sponsored ads. I just want to see their product description. So, okay, let's get out of here, go back to the... Okay, so we're still on CBD balm keyword, and that's medium demand and medium competition. Let's load some more results and see what we find. Those were the that's also a gel. Okay, right, I want to change the... I mean, you can see the different forms of these products showing on the search page, and I think the main image, you'll have to like really think about when you're trying to disrupt a very high demand category. You have to have a really strong first image. So you can see like there's different types. Five Kind has added like some accessory with a roller. So that's an interesting idea. You've got to start taking notes, guys. You've got to start taking notes. Okay, so here, let's look for CBD oil. Okay, I want to see what is suggested. So there was like some search volume there anyway. So there's 15,000 searches per month for that exact term on Amazon. And again, first few results are sponsored. Let's go past that. Okay, that looks interesting. It's got Amazon Choice label. That's why it's looking interesting to me. The sales rank are still, again, very, very high. Number 8 on this. Novad's hemp oil. I think that I actually don't know much about the sourcing of this product or the nature of this product. So there will be like a lot of learning I'll have to do. But again, I think the biggest thing that's attractive in this particular product is that this ingredient is quite new, and it was only approved, like I said before, in the UK for medicinal purposes only last year, I think. Again, you can see that the product opportunity score is high demand with high competition. So there are a lot of products there for this particular keyword. And that will need some disruption. Let's see the daily sales data to validate your idea. That's the whole point of this, for this Chrome extension from Jungle Scout. Like, it gives you a good idea. It doesn't matter which exactly you use. I think Jungle Scout is quite widely used, so the data is quite reliable, I think. It's not 100% accurate. Only Amazon knows that data, but this again looks quite so there's like different forms of products. As you can see, there's like oils and with pipette bottles and gels, and with bottles with a pump, but they're all targeting CBD oil for anxiety. All these products are trying to rank for this. And again, when you sort the data by highest volume, Five Kind is beating everything else. So I want to see by sales rank. I think this is BSR. I'll have to check. Okay, what else? I mean, if you notice, even like the products that are not very, high in rank, even they're getting some sales. But again, Five Kind is getting quite high up there. So let's close this, and I want to change the search term a little bit and see what else is out there. You've got to get a market overview, what kind of products are coming up, because CBD is like the main keyword, but like when you make it long tail, add more phrases to it, what sort of products are coming up? Is it still that Five Kind gel coming up for everything? No, because we added beauty, it's like a different niche now. I just want to see, like, because it's a newer ingredient and I have seen it elsewhere on the internet and in shops. I want to see what sort of products are there on Amazon for with this particular ingredient. Let just the data load up. Okay, not as busy as the health side, not as busy as the health niche, but still, I think. Okay, these are other brands. These are not the sort of products we're looking for. These are established major beauty brands. Okay, this, I have to do this again. Let's change this a little bit. CBD, what else can we add? Let's type anti-aging. That's definitely, I know this from the Amazon brand analytics. I haven't added this here, but I made a note of this term. So I just want to see what sort of products it's showing for that particular keyword. Okay, so yeah, now you can see a different sort of brands coming up. The Body Shop, that's a familiar brand. They have a product for this, not anti-aging, but this Victoria Beauty was popping up before as well in our search for CBD beauty products. Let's run Jungle Scout and see what we see. Okay, I mean, 12 units a day for a hemp cream, I think that's not bad. That's doable that's fair amount for a newcomer. And I think, I'm assuming that was sponsored too. I would definitely upgrade the jar in this. That is a bit corner shop style. But the listing overall looks quite good. There's a lot of information in a visual form. That's quite good. I want to see the sales rank and the price for all time. So the price started quite high from £20, but they brought it down. And the sales rank, this chart is a little bit confusing because when you're looking at a graph going down, you see, oh, that doesn't sound good, like, psychologically. But, when the sales rank is down, it means it's actually quite high. Like, number one sales rank means high. So it's fairly okay, the product description. I'm not very impressed. There is I have some ideas that I could improve it with, and we saw that there are people are purchasing this as a bundle as well with different products. What else can we find? Again, Victoria Beauty, the Body Shop, I think. Okay, I want to check this out actually, what is happening here. Very basic, very basic. There's only like one photo. That's the thing with established brands, like they can get away with it, but for a private label you can't do this. And they actually have a range. If you see, they have like 3 different products in this hemp range. Again, hemp, cannabis, it's a bit of a tongue twister for me. The CBD products, they're like popping up in beauty as well, I think. I want to change the search term again and see what else I can find. We did this. Okay, all right, let's check this out. This got like fair amount of search volume too, and the first few results are again number 2 in hemp nutrition protein. That's another idea to go for.
But let's just stay focused. We are looking for CBD products and they are in different categories. So medication remedies, massage gels. Overall, it's being used for pain relief. That's the biggest trend you can spot. And I would recommend you start noting these things down because you would forget. Let's run Jungle Scout on this. I'll just let the data load up. Just a second. Right. Let's. Okay, so again, there are remember this. We are trying to change the search terms and see like what sort of products are jumping up, like coming up in the data. And obviously, this 5kind is everywhere, so that means it's like really good optimized listing. And again, we've seen a bunch of different oils again. I want to see more results. Let's just let it load up. Because the point is like you get a different you see what different products are being produced for this particular ingredient. Again, when we do the highest volume, you can see like there will be some irrelevant products popping up. Let's just make this a little bit bigger because I need this side scroll. So if you just right, let's have just a quick I'm gonna browse over this. Okay, so these are like major brands, but again, 5kind is part of them and it is flying off the shelves. Right, and it has really get a good amount of reviews too. You can see it's like got loads of reviews and 5-star ratings and whatnot. Different oils. I would scroll down further. I just want to see like what sort of products, just want to see their pictures. So some are like quite irrelevant to what we're looking for. So I'm going to close this. I think let's just get out of here. Jungle Scout. Yeah. What I want to see is I want to see more data on this very popular product because it is popping up for all. It has been on the page 1 for all the different search terms I've used. That's the one thing that has been consistent. So all time again. Wow, what it used to be something else in September 2018, 2019. Okay, this is weird. I don't know what to make of this, but the sales rank is like on the floor of this chart. Okay, let's just see the profitability calculator. I think this will need further research. Let's just move this into the middle so I can see it properly. Okay, so there's like 3 sections of the cost. So there's like the FBA shipping and freights, and then you have the product dimensions based on that, and they've also added a manufacturing unit cost. So according to their estimate, it'll cost close to £4, but and you can have net profit of about £7, which is fair because you would to run an advertising campaign as aggressive as this brand is doing, 5kind, on page 1 for so many different keywords, you would need to work that into the price. So I checked this out earlier and it was quite interesting. So I wanted to show this. Like if you check on Helium's this Cerebro section of this app, I'm still on their free thingy package, but you can see like the word frequency in their on the listing, how frequently these words have been used, and that's why it's ranking so well. And the bundle that being bought together, or the bundle of other products. But as you can see, let me just get rid of this little note on the side. But you can see that this product has been ranking as with Amazon Choice label for all these different pain relief types that people are looking for. And the product is ranking well.
I just want to say that you need to have a plan before you start your research, and you should be ready to like take notes and start weighing the pros and cons of each product or each niche you look into. I've actually figured out 14 to 15 products that I think in 4 to 5 different niches that I think are worth aiming for. Some of them are very competitive spaces, and some of them are very new. Still, like I said earlier, that they still stay around within the trends of self-care, wellness, home decor, and fitness, taking care of yourself, and because that trend has been like really highlighted to everybody because of the pandemic and what's happening around us. Even though the lockdown has been lifted, there is talk about a second wave of infections happening globally. So be mindful of things that people might be looking for online. There's an opportunity there for Amazon sellers like us to capitalize on that. I hope you found this useful. I will be going through the list I've shared with you and sharing my thoughts on each product and each niche. Over the coming weeks, I will try to get it done in 2 to 3 videos max. Might just be done in the next video. But what I want to highlight is that there is a huge opportunity in each of those niches that I've mentioned, and any one of you is free to go after any one of them, because I believe that a huge differentiation, and I've said this in my previous videos too, I will link them in the description and on the cards, that the main differentiation is done through branding and packaging, and your ideas are going to be different from mine. So don't get too worried about people copying you, because there's already millions of products out there on Amazon anyway, and if you do a good job, you will get a share of that pie, and that pie is huge. It's $1 trillion worth. So don't worry about that. You've got to start, and you will get some things wrong. So would I. And you've just got to make the start and start learning, because your confidence will increase with practice. That's the biggest lesson. So I hope you subscribe, and please hit the bell to be notified when I post the next video, so you don't miss out. I will see you in the next video. Bye.